Please turn your sound on to hear full explanations of our answers. Thank you. Question is, what's a good way to catch a cheating spouse? And the answer is, well, actually there are many ways, but it's actually, in a lot of respects, it's easier today than it was a long time ago. Because now we have a lot of electronic devices. A lot of people have a smartphone, and if not, they have a normal cell phone, and it's very hard to hide all your electronic footprints. So it's not hard at all to discover, to catch a cheating spouse. Now look, you suspect that your spouse is cheating and you want to catch them. What that means is you want to catch them red-handed. You want incontrovertible proof. You have suspicions now. It sounds to me like you don't have absolute proof, because if you did, you wouldn't be asking this question. So you may be pretty sure. So you've got to think, how is your spouse keeping in touch with this lover? And the usual ways are the cell phone and email, Facebook, those kind of things. So in terms of the cell phone, what you can do is wait for your spouse to go into the shower and check out their cell phone. Now they may have a pin on their phone, like to lock their phone. So if they have one of those, there's not much you can do. But if they don't, then you can check it while they're in the shower. A lot of people, they're smart. People will cover their tracks, but a lot of people don't bother, or they don't cover enough of their tracks. So check through the SMS messages, check through any other instant messages. Now email is a bit different. What you can do is, if your spouse uses the computer a lot, you have a shared computer, and what you can do is, and this is better if you have a shared computer, by the way, if your spouse has their own computer that they know better than you do, then this is not a good idea. But if it's a shared computer you have in the house that you both log into, what you can do is install some key logging software. And if it's your own computer, it's totally legal to do this. You can install this key logging software, and it will record every key press made, and it will stay hidden so that your spouse doesn't even know that it's there. This program will start every time the computer is switched on, and it will start saving every single keystroke. And it doesn't use much memory, so they won't notice any difference at all, and this way you can keep everything. Okay? There's also a lot of other ways. If those methods aren't applicable, you can use hidden cameras. You can even turn the webcam on a laptop into record mode, but I actually don't recommend that method. I personally think it's better to just buy a dedicated cam and conceal it. And these days it's very easy to do. And actually with the internet and stuff, it's even easier, because you can record it digitally to your hard disk. You don't have to record it to tape like in the old days. And even if you don't want to use any of those methods, there's plenty of other ones. You can if your spouse is going and seeing friends that you've never heard of, or staying late at work and stuff like that, if they drive a car, what you can do is you can buy a device, and it's like a GPS tracker, and it doesn't need to have doesn't need to transmit to home base, so it doesn't need huge batteries or anything. The way that it works is it's like a USB stick, and it records the GPS position every minute or something like that. And what you can do is you can hide this in the car, just hide it behind a panel somewhere, and retrieve it later on. I think most of these things usually store at least a week, if not 2 weeks of data. And so when you're ready, when your spouse isn't around, the spouse has gone to the store or in the shower again or whatever, go to his car, his or her car, get the USB key back, plug it in, and it actually will, the really good ones will record a file that you can open in Google Earth. So you can straight away see exactly where their car has gone, and you can trap them that way. You can even see, which house they went to. That means you can go there yourself, check it out, see if it really is a friend or if it's a lover. And there's so many ways, but yeah, it's easier these days because of electronic footprints. Very hard to hide who you are, hide who you are, where you're going, and if you need to find out, you can do it. Anyway, look, if you want to catch your cheating lover, it's not just about a few recommendations of devices and stuff. If you want to catch them red-handed with incontrovertible evidence, so that they're confronted with it and they're forced to admit it, and after that, well, either you can split up, or or maybe they'll see the error of their ways. They'll try and make it up to you. Whatever it is that you want, it all starts with confronting them with the evidence, and it carries on after that. There's the after process too that you need to think about. So if you want to catch a cheating lover, guaranteed 100%, have a look at a website I put a link to in the description box below, and it's the #1 website for how to catch a cheating lover. So if you want to do this, if you're sick and tired of being deceived or just not knowing, then click the link, check it out, and your problems will soon be over. And I'll see you soon in another video. Take care.